Yes, folks, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Journeyman here on Football Manager 2021. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe, and we are back for yet again another episode, probably penultimate episode of Season 2. So let us jump straight into it, go onto the schedule here, and as you can see, since we last met, which game was it? The Gateshead game, was it? We have had a indifferent run of results. We start off with a 2-2 draw here against Spennymoor. Leon Lovu scoring for us twice, actually going behind twice in this game, having to fight back with a late goal from Leon Lovu in the end. We bounced back though with a big 3-0 victory over Farsley. Connor Salisbury coming into the squad for a rare appearance and bagging a hat-trick. That was a huge performance from him. Unfortunately, we lost though to Southport. We lost out 2-0 there. Two fairly late first half goals from them to give them the victory. Poor performance from us, really. As you can see here, then we drew 2-2 to Hereford as well. Bit disappointed. I thought we'd won the game in the 85th minute when Cullinan Libbard scored, but Danny Kedwell scored a late equaliser. But most recently, we have bounced back with a 2-0 victory over Guiseley. Joe Ellel and Shaq Culfirst grabbing us the goals there. So we move on to our last stretch of fixtures. This one today is huge. It's us at the top of the league versus Boston, who are second. We're the only two teams at the moment who have qualified for the playoffs, but we are miles ahead from both, any other team in the league. And really, whoever wins this, if we win this, you'd have us as strong favourites to get promoted. But if Boston win it, there's only 1 point in it, so it's going to be very, very interesting. So a big game to come into, first versus second, really. We have had our youth intake as well. Some good players in it, to be fair. You can see there's some strong potential players. Aaron McCabe being the pick of those in terms of ability and potential, who doesn't look too bad for this level of football, to be honest. Colin Johnston as well, who's a young centre-half. Matt Paul, who's a striker, who's pretty decent on the ball, quite quick as well. So some decent youngsters coming through, but nothing extraordinary as such. Now, I have applied for yet again another job. Fortunately, because we're doing quite well, the board aren't really, saying much about it, but we have applied for the job of Salford City manager. Currently sat in League 2, not doing great this season, but still just outside the relegation zone. So possibly get ourselves in there. Warren Joyce at the moment as their caretaker manager. A very good caretaker manager at that as well. So, yeah, Boston United, we are going to be taking them on in this game. I'm hoping that we can get a win. We've had mixed form, as you can see, a draw, a win and a loss against them. When we played them earlier this season, how did we get on against them? Am I gone past it there? We drew 2-2 against them, scoring in the 95th minute. So, yeah, it's going to be a tricky game, tight game, but let's jump into it. So then here are the teams for the game today. You can see Bojang, Byrne, Reiki and Forrester in the middle. Culfirst once again up front with Nluvu. With Parks in goal and a back four, Neville, Elul, Brown and covered for us as Gavea is out injured, unfortunately, for this game. But here we go. It's Brackley Town, who have got a big chance, folks, of us possibly, really pushing for automatic promotion. If we could get 4 points on these guys, we're in a really great position to get promoted. But here we go. I think as long as we don't give them all 3 points, then we'd be sound. We'd actually, a win would be 7 points clear, actually, I think. So that would obviously be huge for us. But a quiet start to the game so far. We're going to just drop a little encourage on them and see if we can get a goal. A couple of bookings early doors. Boston yet to have a shot in this game, but we aren't looking too good at the moment. I did sign a new player, actually. He's not in the squad today, but I did sign another player, which we'll have a look at after the game, but it's currently 0-0. There is finally a chance here right on half-time. Leon Lovu into Forrester on the left-hand side. Ball back in towards Culfirst, and Fitzsimmons makes a save. Ball back forward, and his scales into Brown. And Boston United looks like it could be an opportunity for them coming up. Freitas, Gavea, tackle, and the referee's given a pen. Has he given a penalty? How's the referee by the centre circle seen that? It looked like a good tackle, to be honest. But Boston right on half-time with a chance to go ahead, and they have done. And it's Zach Brown, 21st goal of the season. He's been smashing them in for Boston, but I'm not sure how the referee's seen that from where he was. And he sort of goes quite central. Our keeper dives left and Boston lead. Not an ideal first half performance from us there, guys. We looked obviously a much better team. But that is obviously not quite good enough just yet. Forrester definitely took a knock in that first half. Haven't really got the options on the bench, to be honest. It's Strange bench that I've selected in hindsight. But here's Burn. Ball in towards Brown. Headed away. Burn again. Ball in towards Cole first off the post. That would have been perfect with about half an hour to go. Would have been a big, big goal. Do we have a chance just there? Oh, no. Jaden Forrester is injured now. So, right. I'm going to try something that we've not tried yet. We're going to bring Chukwuemeka into up front. And Luvu on the right as a pressive forward. Culfirst in the middle as an attacking. And Chukwuemeka again as a pressive forward attack. And then we bring Bojang off as well for Arafu, who's going to sit in there as a central midfielder. Reiki, who's going to be a DLP. And Burn will stick him on box to box. Let's see what we could do there. So we're going 3 up top. Not tried that yet this season. But can we get a goal here? Neville on the right-hand side tries to slice it in. And it's not a great ball. Brown here again. He's scored bags of goals this season. It's a dreadful tackle. And Boston should have gone 2-0 up. Lewis Young has just come on for them. It's a corner ball for the away team. And held and claimed by Parks. Seeing Reiki's had a very, very poor game. But we haven't really got the options to bring anybody else on, to be honest, in those positions. We'll bring Margetson on down that right-hand side, see if we can get a bit more energy down the flanks. But other than that, unfortunately, it looks like we've just not offered enough. Boston, obviously, having that penalty. It's a chance from a corner. Oh, my word. Point-blank header. Off the post. You can't get much closer than that, can you? Alright, let's try some last minute instructions. Let's go a bit more direct. Take off overlap. Distribute it quickly. And let's just get this line much, much higher. Can't believe that. Come on, please. Can we get a late chance? It looks unlikely. And it isn't. So Boston have got a win against us. In the end, obviously, a poor bench by me really has cost us. And Boston United have taken all 3 points and put the pressure back on us, really. It's now just 1 point in it. We're on 91 points. They're on 90. We could still get 100 points, which would be a fantastic, obviously, achievement. But not a great start for us today and at the start of the month. So the next episode is going to be the final game of the season. By then, we should win the title, but saying that, if we win these 3 and Boston win these 3, it will go down to the final game of the season. We did bring one more player in. It's John Johnston on loan from Chester, who's a winger, just to get us a bit of depth on those wide areas as we get in towards the final few games of the season. Been playing in this league, and we've just got him in on loan for us. He's played loads for Chester, so I'm surprised really they loaned him out, so I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, 91 points now for us. 90 points for Boston United. It's going to go all the way down to the wire. But obviously, in the meantime, we have applied for that job at Salford. We'll see if anything happens there. But as always, guys, be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you all very, very soon.